Estongo Seminole. Jeremy Foltz, Cheho Jifkados, Mojinita Hadamnita Hidlujan Pumpala. Mon, today is Tuesday. Monday and Hayatkidos. 11 o'clock. And sitting beside me today, the one, the only, Josiah Bender from Communications.
I'm here and I'm proud.
Usually when the communications department comes in and sits next to me, I know there's a lot going on today, and so I kind of let them go ahead and take over. So, Joe, you said you had an announcement, right?
Did I? I didn't know I had an announcement.
Oh, okay. Well, for the next half hour, we hope you sit back, relax, and enjoy hearing the ins and outs, the happenings, the do-whats, the going-ons throughout the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Reservation today, and with it being broadcasted on the World Wide Web. Even if you're out and about and you're out there off of the reservation, then you'll be able to hear kind of what's going on. So
worldwide.
My name's Jeremy Foltz, and I will be your co-host alongside again Josiah Bender from Communications. But Joe, it was a busy weekend this weekend. Before we kind of get into the happenings, what'd you get into this weekend?
Honestly, it was a great weekend. Honestly, had some family coming to town, hung out with some family, watched some OU softball. Was supposed to go to a concert, but I honestly didn't feel like having to make that drive all the way to Tulsa, so I just ended up backing out on going to that concert. But overall, it was a good family weekend for me.
Oh, good deal, good deal.
What'd you get into, Jeremy?
I'm not sure. What did I do this weekend?
To me, it kind of flew by. It's like that's the most I can give you because
I did a bunch.
Quick.
Yeah, I did a bunch of yard work this weekend. I went and visited some friends and stuff this weekend, some elders, and talked with them. And it's always good to get out and talk and see your elders. You never know how they're doing, and so go out there, just kind of check in on them, and in part they'll give you some knowledge and some knowledge sharing and some history sharing, and
wisdom.
And it's always good. It's always a good exchange when you go in and just see how they're doing, and then they'll tell you about your family and everything else that y'all done, and a little bit about your history and your Juligadati.
Your uncle's uncle.
It's always good to go talk with them and check in on them. But other than that, it was pretty. Other than that, man, I worked my shoulders off on my yard. I don't even know my shoulders are still attached to my body right now.
Man, I can tell, man. You looking a little brolic, a little diesel. This week. Yeah.
Okay.
Easy now. Don't cramp up now.
I know. I might. I might need to go eat some salt meat so I can have plenty of electrolytes in my body.
Or just drink some water.
I'd rather have the salt meat.
Yeah.
I know.
Gatorade or something, salt meat.
Salt meat and pickles, man.
There you go, yeah. or just pickles.
I hate on the salt meat. Well, this weekend is going to be June the 8th. And it's already June, Joe. It's we're getting into the summer months. And June is here, and it's going to start getting real hot and hayy. And it's humid here lately. I don't know if you walked out. For us bigger folks like me, bigger guys, it's kind of hard to breathe when it's so humid out there.
Sticky.
I got to stay inside with that AC so it can take out some of that moisture out of the air.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
But or if you hear me walking and you hear me just go, it's okay. I'll make it to the inside somewhere.
He needs salt meat.
Yeah, throw me some salt meat.
Throw the salt meat.
Well, don't throw it at me, but But this Sunday is going to be June the 8th. And I believe most of these churches have AC now. So.
Yeah.
Don't have to sit up underneath the arbor.
Oh yeah.
But the church is having their church meetings this weekend. Is going to be Arbica, Big Arbor, Hickory Ground number 1, High Springs, Kanawha, Hilltop, Little Casita, Middle Creek number 1, New Arbor, Rock Spring, Anadarko, Ryle Community, Salt Creek Baptist Church, Seminole Baptist, Snake Creek 1 and number 2, Vian Creek, and Wegawa. That's all going on this weekend. And like we always talk about, some of these churches like to go visit other churches during their church meetings. And so if you plan on visiting a church, you might just double check, make sure they're having their services that morning or that afternoon, because usually in the afternoon people will take off and go fellowship and visit other folks. And so I just don't want you to show up to a church and be like, "Oh, what happened?"
Oh yeah, But speaking of church and services and everything, Creek Fest is coming up in a couple weeks.
Yep.
That's just our neighbors just up the road. And, every year they do their worship on the reservation.
Oh,
And
it's
so-
the Jadi Igana Mikazupka.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be on June 29th at 11 a.m. It'll be at the Creek Nation Muskogee Dome, located in Omoge, Oklahoma, at 1200 Preston Drive, 7447. It says doors are open at 10 a.m. They'll have a song service at 10:30, and the worship service will begin at 11. And again, that is on June 29th at 11 a.m. at the Creek Nation Dome up there in Omoge.
The Muskogee Creek Nation Festival usually takes place, is it like the last weekend of June?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And so it's usually kind of hot there too.
Mm-hmm, yeah. But a good thing for them is they'll be inside.
Oh yeah,
They'll be
for this
inside.
one.
Yep.
But usually what happens is everyone else is playing softball, and then they'll go over there, and then
Oh yeah.
all right. And then every week we talk about the ones who started their journey. We want to keep those members of the community in your thoughts and in your prayers as they navigate through this life without their loved ones. And so at this time, let's go ahead and pause for a moment of silence. All right, Mado and Mado. All right, and so getting into the agenda that we usually follow here on the radio program, starting off with the local news from the government side of things and from the executive office. We do have a memo from the desk of the executive office. In a decisive move, the Oklahoma State legislature has overridden Governor Stitt's May 5th veto of House Bill 1137. This legislation is designed to eliminate obstacles to critical state funding for the investigation of missing and murdered indigenous people, or MMIP. By standing firm on their original support for this bill, lawmakers have sent a clear message that the lives and voices of indigenous communities matter. This override is more than a legislative act. It is a reflection of the enduring spirit of humanity, a call to justice, and a moral stand for what is right and proper. Voices from Indian country commend the legislature for honoring the urgency of the crisis and reaffirming their commitment to protecting vulnerable indigenous lives. In moments like these, we are reminded that justice is not convenience, it is a responsibility. And that comes from the desk of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma, Chief Lewis J. Johnson.
Alrighty, then we're going to move forward. On June 7th, which is
this weekend.
This Saturday, there will be a quarterly council meeting held at the Miccosukee Mission Council House. If you want to check out the agenda, there's a lot of resolutions. We probably won't have time to read through all of them today, but if you go on the website or go on the Facebook page, you can find that full agenda as well.
All right, and then also it's getting that time of year. where elections are coming up, and so the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Communications Department did a get to know the candidate videos, and they are now available on the Seminole Nation YouTube channel. You can click on the link and visit candidates that are running for the chief's office and then also for the assistant chief's office, and both incumbents are also on there as well. And go check that out. I noticed that hit this weekend, didn't it?
Yep. I believe it came out either Friday or Saturday. But yeah, those videos are out. And yeah, go check out the videos. And all the candidates did great. You know, just want everybody to go check out the videos. Get to know your candidates. But, Jeremy, you know, it's election, like you said. We'll just go over some quick, questions that are frequently asked. Jeremy, can I vote?
I don't know. Can you?
You can vote if you are a member of the Seminole Nation and are 18 years of age.
Oh, you want me to read? You wanted me to read
yeah, I thought you was getting the hint, but I don't know. Can you? Jeremy, also, do I need an ID to vote?
Yes, you will need to have a picture government ID. Examples of ID accepted include state driver's license, tribal picture ID, picture passport, or military picture ID.
Jeremy, do I need to update my address, last name at the enrollment office?
Yes/no if you will be voting absentee. No if you will be voting in person.
My fault. Where are the present locations or the poll locations where you can?
You mean precinct?
Yeah, that word, present. Present. Precinct.
It's a long E. Precinct.
Precinct, yeah.
You can vote at the Sasakwa Community Building, the Strother Community Building, the new Council House over at the Miccosukee Mission. If you're in Oklahoma City, you can vote at Glorieta Baptist Church on the south side on 7308 Southwestern Avenue. Or if you're in Shawnee, you can vote at the First Indian Baptist Church off of 701 North Minnesota Avenue, or Minnesota in Shawnee.
Alrighty, cool. And if you have any more questions about the election board or any more questions in general, you can contact them at 405-716-4831.
Sounds good. And then the election board of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma also put out the qualified candidates for chief, assistant chief, and the general council representatives. That graphic is available online on the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma website, as well as the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Facebook page. And so if you're looking to see who might be your new band rep or who you think you might want to vote for, depending on what band you're a part of, go look and you'll be able to see who filed for candidacy.
And an important announcement, to be eligible to vote by the absentee ballot in the general election by July 12th, absentee ballot request forms must be received in the election board office by June 12th.
That's 9 days.
That is 9 days away, so make sure y'all get those absentee ballots.
If they have a question about their absentee ballot, Joe, who do they call?
They call the election board at 405-716-4831.
All right. And like Josiah mentioned earlier, there is a quarterly general council meeting this weekend. And with there being a council meeting on the weekend, that means that there's band meetings going on right now. And so the Tallahassee band will be meeting on Thursday, which is June the 5th at the North Community Building. There's a potluck around 6 p.m., and the meeting will begin at 7 p.m. So get there early to eat and then have some band meeting or business at 7. And then the Ocheesy band will meet at 6:30 p.m. on today, June the 3rd, at the North Community Center. And for those who attend in person, they'll be having also a potluck dinner. They ask you to bring something to share, and if you're unable to attend in person, please email ocheesyband.seminole@gmail.com for the virtual meeting link.
Alrighty, then that's all of our announcements for government news side of it. So as we jump into department news, on Friday, May 30th, the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program partnered with the Wowoka Indian Health Services, or IHS, to host the 15th Annual Senior Games. This event was held at Seminole First Baptist Church in Seminole, Oklahoma. The annual event is just another way of keeping our elders in the community active. In quotations, we really just want to try to help the elders with anything they might need as far as health and diabetes education, said Amanda Upshaw, director of the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program. And for more information on the services that the diabetes program offer, you can call 405-652-1167.
All right. I know there's a bunch of elders that like going and they enjoying competing against each other. It's always a good time.
I was cracking up, man, because my grandparents, they go there, they go to all these events and stuff that they host, and I was cracking up because in the beginning they did like a warm up walk, where everybody's just taking their time, getting warmed up, doing their walk around the church and everything, and you see my grandpa over there speed walking, trying to get in front. And I'm like, does he not know this is just warm up? Like, what?
I seen him do that last year too.
Yeah, I was like, it's a warm up, Grandpa. Chill out.
He's trying to get that medal, man.
I'm telling you.
And then also some news from the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program, the Glow Hard or Go Home Run, which was rescheduled due to storms, will be taking place on June 21st. It's a nighttime run this time, with the 1 mile starting at 7:45 p.m., the 5K at 8 p.m. Registration begins at 7 p.m. And the Miccosukee Mission is going to be there at the Miccosukee Mission, the beautiful campus of the Miccosukee Mission. Call 405-652-1167 if you want to run at the Miccosukee Mission.
Jeremy, where's it going to be held at?
At the Miccosukee Mission. On-site registration only.
Also, the Seminole Nation Diabetes Program are still doing chair aerobics. You can join the class today, or you can register at the Trafigny Wellness Center. This started back on February 4th, and it is every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. held at New Life Church in Milwaukee. For more information, you can contact 405-652-1167.
All right, and then the cooking demonstration flyer is up, a new one for berry pancakes and blueberry orange sauce. That sounds so good and tasty.
I don't know.
Tuesday, June the 10th, and this will take place at the Wewoka IHS Clinic Conference Room starting at noon. So next week, right after the radio show, you listen to us at 11, hop in your car, head over to Wewoka IHS, the conference room over there, and learn how to make some berry pancakes and blueberry orange sauce.
I don't know about that one, but go check it out.
I never talk about people trying to cook some food, man. I guarantee cooked food tastes better than store-bought food, depending on who cooks it. But,
yeah. But moving forward, we got an announcement from Communications. If you are a candidate in the 2025 General Council election, please submit the following for the use in the next issue of the Choga Tulumi. Please send a photo, your name, age, band, where you are from. If you are a member of a church or ceremonial ground, please list that as well. You can send that to seminolemedia@gmail.com with council candidate in the subject line. And that deadline will probably be this week, which would be this Friday. I'm assuming that's June 8th. This Friday? What's this Friday?
I think it's June.
This Friday's 6th.
June 6th.
Hey, I think it's my wedding anniversary this weekend.
Oh, you better.
That sounds about right. June 7th. Yep.
There you go. There you go.
All right. And also, if you have an interesting story to tell, an accomplishment, or local tribal business shout out for the Choga Tulumi or the Seminole Nation radio program, you can email seminolemedia@gmail.com for consideration in the next community spotlight.
Alrighty then, and then we have an announcement from the Food and Nutrition Program. Free summer kids meals. This started on June 2nd. And it'll last until July 31st, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. You get seven free breakfasts and lunches per child. This is located at the Seminole Nation Food and Nutrition Services at the Miccosukee Mission, 12577 North South 3540 Seminole, Oklahoma, 74868. For any questions, you can contact 405-257-7236.
Good job, Joe.
I know I messed up a little bit.
The Seminole Nation of Oklahoma Higher Ed is announcing their extended fall hour dates during the fall 2025 semester. And so if you can't make it during regular business hours, no worries, because they are extending their hours. And so the dates that they're going to be open from 5 to 7 will be July 22nd, July 24th, August 12th and 14th, and then September 9th and 10th. And remember, those dates, they're open 5 to 7. For more information, call Dana Harjo at 405-241-6801. All right. And then all the way from the Historic Preservation Office, we got a Did You Know today. So, Joe, did you know that on June 1st of 1842, a group of 300 Seminoles arrived at Weber's Falls, Indian Territory, after months-long removal from Tampa Bay in the fall of 1841 on a steamboat named the Lawrence Copeland.
I did not know that. No, I don't even. I hope it was playing. I was just doing it. It was playing.
It was probably all off.
I probably was, yeah. And then also we have an announcement from the Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation, the Boys and Girls Club Chief Executive Officer. The Housing Authority of the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma is seeking a dynamic and visionary leader to serve as the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club. This role is responsible for overseeing the strategic direction, daily operations, program development of the club to ensure impactful youth services and community engagement. The ideal candidate will have a bachelor's degree, a minimum of 3 years of nonprofit leadership experience, strong communication and fundraising skills, and a passion for youth development. Join us in making a difference. Apply today to lead a mission-driven team and help shape the future of our youth. You can email administrativeofficer@haslock.org, or you can call 405-257-6604.
All right. And then also from Language. So Language has a bunch of projects going on right now. And so we have our adult immersion program currently going on. We also have a lot of recordings that we're doing and also some translations. And so this is like an open call for any speaker out there that feels comfortable sharing the language. And if you want to help, feel free to give us a call at 405-562-5567. And we kind of have a little bit of something for everyone. So maybe if you don't like necessarily being around a whole bunch of people, we have something for people if they want to help translate, or if you just want to talk and not really teach, and we got something for people like that, or if you just want to sit in the booth and record, we got stuff for people like that too. So if it really just anyone, if you want to get out and help out a little bit, feel free to give us a call or email at language@sno-nsn.gov.
Yeah, we got a lot of people over there this morning, huh?
Yep. Probably taking most of them to OAP to go eat today, too.
That's right. That's right. But moving forward, we have an announcement from the Princess Committee. The 2025 Princess Pageant application is now available. Visit the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma website to view and download the application at www.sno-nsn.gov. The deadline to apply is June 20th. You can contact Elisa Kilo for more information or questions. You can contact 405-584-8857.
I mentioned OAP just a second ago. Did you know you could go to OAP, Joe, and get a meal if you're 55 and over for free?
I did know that.
And did you know if you're 54 and under, you can purchase a meal tray for $7 cash only?
I did not know that.
And today they're serving Little Smokies, mac and cheese. Tomorrow, barbecue baked chicken. Thursday, beans and rye. Ooh, and sliced ham. I'll take that with some salt meat and fried bread. And then also on Friday, sloppy joes and fries.
And again, the menu is subject to change.
Yep, 11 to 12:30 daily. All right, what's going on in the community, Joe?
Well, we got some WOCA IHS news. This is a free camp from June 23rd to the 25th. Jump rope camp. It'll be held at the Reynolds Wellness Center in Seminole, Oklahoma. Like I said, June 23rd to the 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Open to local PE teachers, youth exercise leaders, and kids 3rd through 12th grades. To register coaches, individuals, or jump rope teams, you can call 405-257-7364. Or you can also call Scott Robinson at 405-257-7314. Or you can also contact 405-683-1690.
All right. And then also from one of our neighboring tribes out east, the Kelechi Tribal Town, their Kelechi Nita, is happening next weekend starting at 10 a.m. Free food, prizes, bingo, volleyball, basketball, tug of war, fishing derby, horseshoes, bouncy houses, all sorts of stuff. It would be a good day to get out there, and if you're looking to get out and about, it might be a good place to go. And so for more information, you can call 405-452-3261.
I'm looking forward to that. You told me about the volleyball tournament. I already got my
You're
team
there,
ready.
huh?
I got my team ready. We already signed up. Hey, nah.
All right.
We register when we get there, but yeah, we're ready. But also, we have a hamburger fundraiser on June 7th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. It'll be held at, where's Seminole Red Brick? Is that what that says?
It's a Seminole Red Brick House.
Oh, a Seminole Red Brick House. Tiger Trucking, look for signs. Okay.
The address is right there, 35669 East West 1260.
Alrighty, yeah. And then for more information, you can contact 405-380-3754. I'm sorry, but that flyer was hard for me to read.
I think a lot of flyers are hard for you to read, Joe.
It's early. It's Tuesday. It's early.
Also, Tuckabuchee Church is hosting a co-ed volleyball tournament on June 7th. That's this weekend. First and second place T-shirts. 8-person roster, $100 entry fee. Deadline to enter is today. So contact Eric Tlaco, 405-824-5197, or Patrick Randall at 405-450-2005. Concession will be available.
Righty, and then an Indian taco and garage sale for a basketball fundraiser. Come out and support Layla as she raises funds for her upcoming basketball tournaments. Indian tacos include a drink and toppings for $10. It'll be held on June 15th. It'll be located at 700 North 2nd, Seminole, Oklahoma, 74868 from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Call or text 580-371-6016.
Okay, and then also meat pie set. Oh, I haven't had a good meat pie in a long time. This is going to be Thursday, June the 5th, in 2 days. Meat pie, $7 with drink, $8. And so it's going to be from 11 to 3 at the 1909 Redbud Street in Wewoka, Oklahoma. You can call or text for pre-orders. You can call La Paula Munoz at 405-303-8420 or Radel Munoz at 405-546-6851. Radel, they better be good.
Radel, we counting on you, man.
All proceeds will go towards helping Malia Barnett get to play in the Native Nationals in Mesa, Arizona. Any donations are welcome. Thank you, and God bless.
Radel, if you're listening, we'll be ready.
Yep. And then also this weekend, or I say this weekend, on June 28th, another neighboring tribe out east is doing a film by Kyle Bell, or showing a film by Kyle Bell called Searching for Tlaxcala. And so this is going to be Saturday, June 28th. It is free, and it starts at 7 p.m. at the Crystal Theater. So get out there at 401 West Broadway in Okemo, Oklahoma. Again, Searching for Tlaxcala, hosted by the Tlaxcala Historic Preservation Office.
All righty then.
Got some birthdays, Joe?
We got some birthdays, all right. Shout out to Lucy Tiger, Ted Underwood, Macklin Litka, Marissa Deere Albertson, Shima Lincoln, Ella Mack, Maria Richards. Happy birthday.
I think it says Lucy Harjo, not Lucy Tiger.
Did I say Tiger?
You said
Oh,
Tiger.
Lucy Harjo. I'm sorry. I must have been thinking Lucy Tiger.
Lucy Tiger's over at Pomahaga.
Yeah,
right now.
that's probably why I was just thinking about her, because I seen her this morning.
All right, you can catch the rebroadcast of this radio show on the Facebook page, YouTube, and tribal website, sno-innocent.gov. for the Seminole Nation of Oklahoma every Wednesday around 8. If you have news or announcements you want to share on the Community and Events Facebook page, please email the communications staff at seminolemedia@gmail.com or call 405-652-7251. And as always, tune in every Tuesday at 11 a.m. right here on KWSH 97.7 FM or the legendary 1260 a.m. and streaming live on kwshradio.com worldwide.
Motto.
Motto. Gemini.